Now on lesson 2, we have another portion of that. And what's really fun is the kids are going to get to learn where does their food come from. And what we're going to do is we are going to work up to this, talking about all the parts of the world that can actually produce food. Students just assume since we live in Kansas, food is abundant, easy to come by. But what you're going to show them is this, that there are parts of the world, 3/4 of it is all ocean. So food cannot be produced. We can get fish, but not in big enough portions to feed all the people. Then you're going to find you have uninhabited land. It's going to be ice caps, floodplains, deserts. Can't grow food there. You're going to have unused spaces. You're going to have places where forest, weather's bad or it's eaten by insects. You only have 1/32 of the whole globe that will actually grow our food. You will get to let your students literally have a map and cut up their map so that they're going to see when they are done, they only have one little segment there that they're going to be able to grow food on. So it really makes them stop and think when they really are out and they see those waves of grain in the fields and they see the cattle that they can eat eating on the grass, that they're very lucky to be in a part of the world where the food is produced. Part of this lesson is World Cafe menus. They are stapled shut so the students do not realize on the inside will be their money that they're going to spend on the food they're going to buy if they go out and eat at this World Cafe. What is interesting is they are divided up so that there's the richest, which is only 15% of the students, so you may only have 4 menus for them. Then we have the middle students, the pink students, they only have equals 1/3 of their money and they can only spend a smaller amount of money. And then you have that represents the poor countries that don't have hardly any food and they're not going to have very much money. And so when they look at that menu to try to figure out what they're going to buy, they're very limited on what they can buy. But you can make it fun and you can have the students, you can literally put the menus in a bag and they reach in and pull out because they won't know whether they're the richest country or the poorest country. Then they get to do the project. Then you can say the people that are in the richest country, they can sit anywhere in the room they want. The people in the poorest country, maybe make them sit clear over in the corner, on the floor, not good light, so they can really realize it impacts their life on how little of food they have, how little of money they have. And so this is a really good experiment for them to have to read a menu, see what the food costs, and how much money they have to spend to actually buy and what they get to buy with their food. So that is a great example of where food comes from and how much money in a rich country they have and how much money they have in a poor country to actually get to eat.